And towing the slab here, Grant Holmes. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Here's Trey Turner. Outside.
That's a ball.
And this one is off and running. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Grabs it right up against the wall. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This has been a good, productive lineup so far this year, currently ranking among the better teams in terms of total hits and runs per game.
Well, you know, this lineup sees it as very important to put the ball in play, Boog. I mean, this is an age where strikeouts are up so high and guys are swinging and missing, going for the fences. But if you can increase that contact rate, you can be a dangerous club. You get more guys on base, and then all of a sudden, when that big swing comes through, you're plating more runs. So we'll see if this pitcher can get some soft contact, let the defense work behind it.
Next offering is fouled back. That's inside.
1 strike.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting third baseman Alec Bohm.
2 down, bases empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm.
Let's go, Green.
And that
Nope,
misses. 1-0. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Come on, Grant.
And that one fouled off. Boom. Off of first with 2 away. In the air, right field. Acuna after it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Phillies strand 1. And now the Braves with their first chance to hit. We're scoreless. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Atlanta, and on the hill for the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Matt Olson down.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Fouled off. He was late. Runner at first with no outs here. Acuna runs. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And that's downstairs. 2-1. Pulls that one foul. The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Marcelo Zuna. Just missed. Outside low. Now 2-0. Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Here is Austin Riley. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And that drops in for a strike.
2-2 now.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Top of the second, and now for the Phillies, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
Holmes back to work. Foul ball there. Hit in the air, center field. Harris under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting sixth.
Next is the speedy first
number
baseman.
4.
That one at 95, missed up top, ball one. Hit in the air out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. Nabs it, and there's two down.
Batting seventh, second baseman.
Two outs, base is
Bryson
empty.
Stott.
This is Bryson Stott. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. And that one upstairs, ball one. Two outs, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
On the ground, right side. Slings to first, third out, and that ends the frame. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. That one missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That's inside, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Rolled over to third. To first, and Albies is retired.
Batting seventh, left fielder, Eli.
So 2 down now, and here is Eli White. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And ball one. No score here in the second. Slice down the right side. Two down, nobody on. And delivers outside. That one just misses.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
foul ball, and it remains a full count. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Michael Harris II stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Now move to first.
He's good.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Nick
So digging
Allen.
in, Nick Allen. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. White on second. Harris at first. 2 out of the inning. The shortstop takes the ball. Out to short. Turner whips it across. Inning over. 2 left on. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Here's the Phillies catcher, Rafael Marchand. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Marchand, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. On the ground to 3rd. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And he takes a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
That one pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away. Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Riley pulls that one down, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, shortstop, Trey
So
Turner.
the batting order turns over. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Fly to left his first time. In there at the knees for a strike. Left field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the 3rd.
Right
so now to the plate for Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
That one found hard the other way. The 1-1. Acuna punches one foul right side. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Here's Matt Olson. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Here's the pitch to Olson. And another ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Two balls, one strike.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
2-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Just misses with that one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Marcell Ozuna in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground left side, 6, 4,
He's out.
3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Two outs. That's outside. And 1-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Austin Riley. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That's a strike. 0-1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
2 outs, runner at first. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. And that's in there at the knees. That one ripped. Forget it. Home run number 10 of the year. And they add on. It's 3-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
2 outs, nobody on. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that a swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Truist Park, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Next offering is in for a strike. Lifted in the air, out to left. White. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. First pitch misses. Upstairs.
That pitch is out.
Right through there for a strike. One out, base is empty. That one the other way. Albies throw to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Flied to right his first time. And that misses. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one pushed foul. Here's a 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Allen Tosses to first, and Castellanos is out. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Now in for the Braves. Eli White.
Eli White.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. A single his first time. And there's a strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that's in the dirt. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nick Allen.
2 down, bases empty. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Grounded out his first time up. And it's fouled away. Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mick Abel up and loosening in the pen. Suarez getting cranked up as well. And that just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he won a round. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now batting Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
Holmes back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Ripped, but it curls foul. And strike two.
Another 0-2
No
count
ball,
right
two
here.
strikes.
Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Just off the outside edge. And the count 1-2. Missed inside with the curve. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know, it happens.
Stott
Nope,
takes
that's
low.
ball.
Second trip to the plate in this
Counts
one.
1-0.
The Braves leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a
ball,
strike away
2
from
strikes.
5 shutout innings.
And that
Ball,
one off
left
the
into that.
outside edge. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. And a good eye there.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Three-two now. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a
Now
walk.
batting.
Well, that's a nice job of
catcher,
grinding out that
Rafael
at-bat.
Marchand.
Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Rafael Marchand. 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Check swing, went around. No balls, 2 strikes. And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. One left for Philadelphia. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Philadelphia.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and
Number
taking over
40.
on the mound, Mick Abel.
Mick Abel.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's Ronald Acuna
Leading off
Jr.
for
at the plate.
Braves, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ball
Inside,
1 and a
ball
pitch
1.
inside. On the ground, Turner gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the
Now
5th.
batting first baseman Matt Olson.
Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That
Designated
fastball on the
hitter,
pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Braves go down quickly here, but they lead it 3-0. Back here in Atlanta, top of the 6th inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. First offering and it just misses. Marsh measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, shortstop Trey Turner.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner now. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Marsh gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And there's the strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Liner snagged at first. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Braves 3 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Here comes Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
And that one a little bit high.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Marsh calls it in, and there's one away.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
So here's Murphy now. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Now 1-1.
I got one
Base
ball,
is
one
empty,
strike.
one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Chopped out in front of the plate. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
Inside.
Inside.
And the count is 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 3 and the Phillies nothing. Back at Truist
Leading
Park,
off for
all
the
set for the
Phillies,
start of the
third
inning. Now the
baseman,
third baseman, Alec Bohm.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
That one's in there. That's strike one. And that's
One
too
ball,
high.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one is gone over the right field wall. And they're chipping away. It's 3-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Grant Holmes departs. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when
Now
we get back.
pitching for the
Rafael
Braves.
Montero gets handed the rock
Number
out of the pen.
48.
Well, the best relievers
Rafael
love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight
Montero.
lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Montero fires. And a foul ball. That one
ball,
well
2
upstairs.
strikes.
And it's 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. On to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now batting, left fielder,
Max Kepler at the plate. And that one fouled off. Towards first, Olsen takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but
Now
that doesn't mean it's always going to be
number 4.
smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now the first baseman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Dylan Lee, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Bummer getting loose as well. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Eli White.
Fielder, Eli White.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 0-2 now. Tipped into the mid, strike 3.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And the batter now, Michael Harris II. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. His 7th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 4-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Allen. That one fouled off. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a strike.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here, the bottom of the 7th. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One more for Atlanta on the homer. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aaron Bummer.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
And now Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1.
Bryson Stott.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Bummer deals. Into center. Harris racing after it. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Marchand up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. That's in for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
2-2 the count.
To third. Fair ball.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder Brandon Marsh.
And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. 1 for 2. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Harris fires it in quickly, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers. Line drive, base hit, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 4-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now we've got a substitution at third base, and here's the pinch runner, Johan Rojas. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. In there at the knees, and it's 1-1.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Clips the corner. 1-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. That's too low. Full count now.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Liner, caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Aaron Bummer will depart, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Now a chance for Nick Castellanos. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right down the chute, strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And fouled off. So the tying run at second. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That's a ball.
And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Back
Philadelphia.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
50.
bottom of the 8th. Orion Kirkering.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Matt
Leading
Olson's
off
turn
for
to
the
hit.
Braves,
The outfield
first
shifted
baseman,
pretty heavily towards right
Matt Olson.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Castellanos ranges back. Gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 5-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 1 for 3. Fought off foul. One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. In the dirt, and the count 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Matt Strom up and throwing. Just missing there. And the count now even up. Goes down looking. Here's Austin Riley.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Next pitch misses way outside. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. And that one ripped into right. And there are 2 outs.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Sean Murphy. He's already homered here in this one. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. That ends the inning. Braves get one on the big fly. Last chance coming up for the Phillies. And we're back at the plate. Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
Iglesias in his 10th season, 35 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first,
Now
nobody out.
Number 4.
And here's the first baseman. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the catch for the out.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Stop. Stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Not even close there. And the count is 2-0. Kepler stands at first with 1 out. And it is 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for 1. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
There's a strike at the knees. And the count is even 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Man at first, 1 away. And it remains 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Last chance for the Phillies. And now the catcher comes up to him. Rafael Marchand. On the corner for a strike. And there's a ball. The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Now batting the center
and
fielder,
now the center fielder,
Johan
Rojas. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. Hard hit, base hit. Runner around third. 1 runs in, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the
Now
RBI there.
shortstop,
Other than
Trey
ripping one
Turner.
into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Raisel Iglesias gives way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Here
for the
comes a new arm for the
Braves.
Braves, Dylan Lee.
Number 52.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Substitution now at third.
base.
Here's the Phillies pinch runner, Buddy
Number
Kennedy.
19. Buddy Kennedy.
Back to the top of the order now, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that is the ball game.
Well, this is definitely a rarity, a one-pitch save. You come into the ball game, so much pressure, don't know what's going to happen, and fortunately, you make the pitch, you get the out, and everyone has a big sigh of relief.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.